Hello, and welcome to James' Express Lane, where we get you out as fast as possible, bringing you the review for Technotise, Edit and I. This Serbian film was apparently made in some guy's apartment. It took about 5 years, with a total of 10 to 15 people working on it. Amazing work. Some of the animation is there's a scene where the background though someone's driving by and just see the people on the street stuff, it looks super realistic. And then all of a sudden there's a screen that's what? It looks like something out of Nickelodeon, it's green, bright lime Nickelodeon slime green. Then no, two black ovals with a black mouth. I'm like, what? It just stood out so much because it got super hyper realistic. Super hyper realistic, and then screen. And I was like, well, this movie takes place 20, 25, 30 some years in the future. It could be just a simple thing of oh, it's this bright, friendly screen, I'm a tourist in the city. Oh, there's a screen. Tap on it. Oh, what are you looking for? Emergency? Not emergency. Not emergency. Are you looking for shopping or tourism? Tourism. Oh, here are the 3 closest tourist attractions to you. Which one would you like to know more about? This one. Now, at least that's what I was thinking anyways, when I'm watching, this makes, what? Where did this come from? Seriously. Just super hyper realistic, and then green screen. Okay, I'm harping a little bit too much on the green screen, but you get my point. The animation it's amazing for being 10, 15 guys in an apartment building working on it over 5 years. Not that big a budget. The reason I even knew about it, I was bored, tired, could not fall asleep. Get on my phone, hit Amazon Prime, videos, and all of a sudden, bloop. Hey, check this one out. Got nothing else better to do. If it sucks enough, maybe it'll knock me out. Make me so bored I fall asleep. It did not do that. I had to watch the whole thing. It's a bit Ghost in the Shell, Matrix-y style that of especially Ghost in the Shell style, just some super smart scientists figured out an algorithm. You put it into the computer became sentient and then shut itself off. After that point, the scientists who created it, well, they kept saying he became autistic. You don't become autistic at that age. But it's Serbian. Maybe they just didn't know how to do the translation right for the word they were using because it's all subtitles. Yeah, a lot of people don't like that. I was I'm bored. I'm tired. I can't fall asleep. Let's see if this will knock me out. But again, it didn't. I had to watch the whole thing. So I had to read the whole thing. Not that big a fan of subtitles, but the movie was so interesting, I had no issue with it. But you meet, her name is Edit. Weird name, but she's failing school, doing drugs, hanging out with losers, has no job. Until she got a job at the place where the scientist guy was at, and she is going for psychotherapy stuff for school. It's all right, well, you're going to work with him, talk to him, see if you can't get him to talk again. He hasn't said anything since this happened. Just try to connect with him, see if you can't get something out of him. Very first words he speaks in the movie, don't answer it. Second later, phone rings. It's okay, that's kind of creepy. What the fuck's going on? What's going on is the algorithm that he created, they had a visual representation of it. And when she sees it, she's just crying, just so beautiful. And then, oh god, I don't want to spoil anything though. It's a Serbian version of Ghost in the Shell, I guess you'd just call it, but yeah, everyone has chips, so they can be tracked, and oh, we found a body floating in the river. Scan the chip. Okay, we know who it is. But this scene where she rips it out because she's on the run from someone, not gonna say who. There's a lot of crazy shit that happens, and I will give you a word of warning. If you're not used to European style filming and direction, you might not like this, but I was trying to think of a way to explain it. Like, in America, primetime television, 8 o'clock, Jack Bauer torturing someone, blood and gore, carving his face off. But that person says anything harsher than, "Golly gee williker, Jack, that sure does hurt," show gets in trouble. In Europe, you're not going to see that kind of violence. There is violence. There's fighting, police chases. Like, there is violence, but it's stylized, it's artistic, it's clean violence. There's no blood and gore, no heads being exploding, no faces being carved off. It's, oh, kicks and punches and, like, arms breaking, but there's no, like, oh, the arm broke, bone sticks out, blood everywhere. It's cleaner, artistic style of violence, as opposed to the American style of blood and gore and cutting faces off and heads exploding. But there's language, because in Europe, they don't care. Language is, it's just a word. While in America, you say anything harsher than "Golly gee williker" while being tortured, the show gets canceled. And then, of course, there's nudity, because it's Europe. Unlike America, where, wow, it's midnight. Oh no, this person on a live broadcast fell down the stairs and their boob popped out. That show is now canceled. But it's a European film, so it has European style of showing like nudity in language and violence, but clean violence, not the blood and gore you see in American films. I don't want to spoil anything though, but you have to, I'd say after like the first 10 minutes, like give it 15, 20 minutes. If you don't like it, you can always stop watching. It's not very long. It's an hour and 25 minutes. So it's not even an hour and a half long. And obviously a couple minutes of that is exit and intro and all that. God, it's a really good movie. I just don't want to spoil it. Easily an 8 out of 10 if you're in this kind of films. And if you're used to the European style of filmmaking, where it's not the blood and gore and violence and action, but more cleaner and stylized. No, just check it out. If you have Amazon Prime, check it out. You already have it. It's free to watch if you have Amazon Prime. Give yourself a shot. And as always, like, subscribe, comment down below, and have a wonderful day.